TV begins now.
Good evening, race fans. Stopping and go. Here on the Full Velocity Race Network, your source for esport racing. And we got two C mains in front of you. Okay, Jack. Jack is saying a lot of whispers in our ear, a lot of sweet nothings. So getting ready here for the C main. C main number one. We've already had two E mains. We've had our two D mains. Now we're going to move on into the C mains here tonight. Top six will transfer on to the B main and tag on to the end of the line. But we're going to go right into the starting lineup here for C main number one, starting out in the pole. Driving the number 88 machine, that's Brandon Aldred. With Brett rolls the Tennessee Tumbler in the 17R to his outside. Third starting spot is Eric Greco in the 8G machine with Dalton Bishop in that number 77 and position number 4. Fifth is Cameron Dance in that number 6 spot, or in the number 6 car. Sixth, it will be Colton Davis in that number 27. Reed Whitney in the number 87 will roll away. Seventh with Austin Woods to his outside in the 15W. Connor Lee in the 1H rolls off position number 9, with Cody Barnes in the 338 rolling off 10th. Rylan Gray in the 06 machine to his outside. Casey Miller in the 05. Brian Antonio coming all the way from the E main into the C main Starting in the 13th starting spot with Jason Newton in a 3:31. Starting 14th. 15th will be James Turbo in the number 2J. Devin Morgan in the 112 rolls off 16th. 17th is Sam Mars in the 28M. And Reed Brusher in the 93 rolls off position number 18.
Boy, Todd, it looks like we're going to have a star-studded field here in the C main. I mean, in most parts of the country, this would be an A main right here. And all these guys are in the C main as we're getting ready to go green, I believe, next time by. As the iRace Night Flag green flag is out. Charging off into turn one. Looks like Colton Davis is going to be your early race leader here. Oh, nope, excuse me. It's Brett Rolls is your race leader right now. Eric Greco right there with him, trying to chase him down. Looking to the inside. Not quite enough coming off the floor there.
Eric Greco's looked down to the inside a couple different times on that Tennessee tumbler. Brett Rolls right now holding on to the top spot. Second still is Eric Greco. Cameron Dance running in the third spot. Fourth is Colton Davis, but he's fighting it out there with also Cameron Dance. Dance now dropping back. Look at Brian Antonio in that number 46 machine coming all the way from the E main into the C main. He's already into a transfer spot in the fifth spot.
Yeah, he's definitely on the charge right there, trying to advance a few more spots. Oh, looks like he's going to have a little contact back there. Going to keep it going, though.
That keeps it going there. And that number 46 machine, the 27, drops back, fades back just a little bit. A little bit of calamity over there in the corner. Going to bring out our first yellow flag of the evening. Looks like Jason Newton going around over there after getting into, looks like the number 96 machine. The 112 with Devin Morgan kind of finished him off there. So Jason Newton in that number 31 machine going to have to go all the way back to that 17th spot. It's going to be tough for him now, as we are not sure what our lap count is there right now, correct? But the number 17 of Brett Rolls, Eric Greco running in second. Cameron Dance in that number 6 machine running in the third spot with Brian Antonio. And that number 46 machine rolling off in the fourth spot. Fifth is Brandon Aldrin and Colton Davis in that number 27 machine in the sixth spot. So right now, the top 6 transfer on to the B main. And Colton Davis has that locked down right now. But there's some guys right there directly behind him, like Cody Barnes, Reed Whitney, Rylan Gray, who is really fast in his heat races and really messed up in the end of it. He was in a transfer spot. He was third, and he really messed it up there and ended up finishing really bad. But look out for Rylan Gray in that 06 also.
Yeah, definitely some guys with some tough luck there, falling back to the backside because of it. But got a good little ways to go, and I'm sure they'll charge back up there to the front as the iRace Night Flag green flag is going to come back out. Brett Rolls still going to be your race leader, charging off to turn one. Looks like Eric Greco is going to get passed there by Cameron Dance. Dance going to move up to second, but Greco's coming back on the outside, trying to charge hard, get that second position back.
Yeah, that number 6 machine right down to the inside. Cameron Dance and Antonio going out at 2. Is Antonio up on the top shelf of the speedway, but the yellow flag going to come right back out. So we're going to slow these guys back down and restack and repack the field.
Boy, things are really starting to heat up for that second position there. Rolls is loving what he's seeing as he's able to just drive away from those guys. But they're definitely battling hard there for the second position.
Yeah, they're battling hard, and anything can happen at this moment. Like you said, all the way from the E-main, that number 46 of Brian Antonio. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on, watching him come up through. We've just been watching him here. He won the E-main, then he won the D-main. Is he going to be able to win the C-main, too, and make his way into the B-main, man? It's definitely interesting to see Antonio coming all the way from the E anyway. But now currently running in that third spot. Can he win these events all the way up through that? That would be interesting. It'd be a nice feel-good story there for Brian Antonio.
Tell you what, if he does, he'll definitely be full from the amount of soup he's going to eat tonight. With the I race and I flag, green flag back in the air, Roll's going to charge down on the one. Still is your race leader. Looks like Dan's going to get around Greco there. Or excuse me, that's Antonio getting around Greco. So he's trying to get to the second position.
Brian Antonio looked to the bottom a couple different times on Greco, but Greco able to hold him off there for that second spot. It's still Antonio running in third, Cameron Dance in fourth. Braden Aldridge running in at this spot, and Colton Davis rounds out your top six right now that would transfer on.
The Milneranian design caution flags can wait one more time. Seeming to plague us just a little bit here in this C feature. Exactly sure what happened there. Maybe Austin Woods was involved in that. As he has called it a night, loaded it up, said he's had enough of the soup. I'm sure he'll be back next year for the third annual Chili Bowl, the ASCORS Chili Bowl here. Brett Roll's gonna rack him and stack him back up. Coming out of turn 4, the Irish not flag, green flag is back out. He's gonna get a good charge down to turn 1. Looks like Greco's gonna be charge hard to get around him, just not quite enough. Roll's really got that car working right now as Antonio's looking all over the back bumper of Greco. Is he going to be able to get around and coming out of turn 2? Not quite enough on the bottom, but he's going to charge down the bottom on 3 and 4, looking to get around them.
Yeah, Brian Antonio right now running in the third spot, trying to get around, like you said. Eric Greco has tried a couple different maneuvers on the bottom. Now he's going to go to the extreme outside, but again, the door is going to be slammed shut by Greco in that number 28 machine, or 28 machine. Right now, currently running in the second spot. Now Greco goes on the offensive on Brett Rolls at Tennessee Tubman at number 17 machine, still continuing to lead.
Well, I'll tell you what. The top two are really battling hard right now. Oh, looks like Antonio's going to get into Greco just a little bit after check up. No harm, no foul. They keep it going, though.
Oh, Antonio and Greco get together again. Oh, and there goes Greco upside down.
Oh. That was right at the line. Going to be interesting to see who got it. Looks like Rolls, Dance, Antonio, Greco, Davis, and Gray going to transfer in. They will be moving to the B main as we'll get the next B main rolling out here.
Yeah, the next C main getting ready to come to post here. I'll help you out with that, Glad Hill. I know you got the smaller screen for that. Starting on the pole, driving the 27 MK. That is Kyle Cleaner. His dancing partner on the outside, driving the number 97. That will be Stephen Gregory. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving the number 25 machine. That is Tyler Ducharme. And outside of him will be Trey Osborne aboard car number 60. Josh Gerlach aboard number 71, going to roll off position number 5 with his outside dancing partner, Brenton Davison, in that 67X. 7 stars sees Gage Langley in the 22L with Justin Bolton in that number 10 machine. A little Hurricane Mason Hannigan in that 1X machine going to roll off position number 9 with Justin Hall in the 331 rolling off position number 10. 11 stars sees Nicholas Cohen aboard the number 21 with J.D. Brown in the number 14 and 12. Row number 7 sees David Heilman in the 49H with Jake Erickson in the 014J. To his outside, 15 star will be Tyler Chuck, Grayson Springer, Tyler Bailey, and Cody Walker round out your top 18 cars, and these guys are stacked and packed. Let's see what happens here. Who's it going to be? 6 more cars. We'll transfer on to the B main.
Yep. This is another star-studded C main here. you said, unfortunately, only 6 of them are going to make it in. So, some of those cars on the back are going to be charging hard as iRacing iFlag green flag is out. Oh, contact there as the caution flag will come out early in this one.
Trying to figure out who the contact there was. Looks like Dustin Hall involved in this one, the 331 machine. Looks like they're stacking it, and then Springer, yep, Springer involved too. Oh, man. Luckily to keep it going. I think Dustin Hall, though, might be done for the evening. So 6 more cars will make their way on in to tonight's B main here from the final C main. Then we'll work on in and switch servers, make it on over to the B main. So folks, make sure you stick with us here on the Full Velocity Race Network. Hopefully, hey, if somebody's got Rich Murtaugh out there, make sure you tag him out there. Let him know the Full Velocity Racing Network is live. I tried to tag him, but I don't know if it actually went through. So you'll see that on the Full Velocity Facebook page, at least if you're watching that way. I see, yeah, Georgie Brown out there, Georgie Porgy on out there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's not very nice of him. We'll have to put the smackdown on him. We'll leave that up to Glenn Hill. So kind of flying blind here tonight. No lap counters being given to us here this evening for this, at least the C main. Maybe we'll get it in the B main here as we get ready to go green flag racing here off of turn number 4. Green flag back in there. And Tyler Deschamps leads the charge down to turn number 1.
Deschamps leading down there. Garlic trying to chase him down. Going to fall back behind there. Boy, Deschamps got a heck of a lead there. And Garlic is being pressured right now by Hannigan. Hannigan is doing everything he can, trying to get around into the second spot, but he's got pressure right now by Stephen Georgie. Boy, they are just like in the last C main, folks. We've got a heck of a battle here for the second position. Slight contact there. Looks like they're going to keep it going, though.
Yeah, Mason Hannigan really doing a good job there in the bottom. I thought they were going to really mess up there, Glenn Hill.
Yeah, I really thought they were too, but they all kept it going. But I'll tell you what, this transfer spot is really starting to heat up here, Todd. And it's going to be interesting to see just who gets it in. As right now, your race leader, though, is really checked out. He is on his own planet, and no pressure whatsoever.
And Tyler Deschamps showing the quick way around there in the DTD number 25 machine, FLD on the side of that machine as he comes out through the corner. That's Gerlach in that number 71 machine, now almost going 3 wide there. A little bit arrogant and Justin Bolton as the yellow flag going to fly as there's a big wreck out there on the field.
And that was your transfer positions there. That was actually 5th and 6th that got together, and both of them are going to roll. Well, excuse me, Georgie's going to roll there. He was in the 6th position. It appears that Trey Osborne was able to keep it going, but he did lose some spots there. He had to fight his way back into the transfer spot. Which the car does look a little hurt for Osborne. Looks like it's catwalking there just a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to drive that thing back up there, or if that's pretty much going to end his run for this Chili Bowl.
Looks like black flags being cleared here. It's like I said, Tyler Deschamps, Josh Gerlach, the little Hurricane Mason Hannigan running in third, excuse me. Justin Bolton in that number 5 machine running in the 4th spot. Trey Osborne on the outside there looking right now. Trey Osborne and then JD Brown right there in the 6th spot. So he's on the outside, I should say, of 4th position, but we got 6 cars. So right now, JD Brown has the last transfer spot as that green flag comes back out.
So race leader is going to once again check out from the field like he's done this whole race. Sean has really got this car hooked up, set on a rail, and out there by a long shot. Garlic, and again, Bolt battling for the second spot. Oh, and then it looks like we're going to have a car pull it over there in turn 1 and 2. In there. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was in the transfer spot when he did it, and he was. Well, I'll tell you what, this transfer position is really starting to bite people.
Jaws music, cue it.
Definitely is, for sure.
No, definitely don't want the stream to be shut off. Bad idea, bad idea. Oh, you can play, I think, 10 seconds of something before you actually get a copyright. I don't know. We got a copyright on when somebody was playing WWE in the background, and I heard it for like 20 seconds. We got a copyright from WWE. So green flag is out. We're racing down to turn number 1 to number 25 once again. Tyler Ducharme trying to pull away here from Josh Gerlach. Here comes the number 5 machine of Justin Bolton, Mason Hannigan running in the 5th spot, and then you also have 6th place running Trey Osborne, Tyler Schock, and JD Brown right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Todd, it is really interesting to see Trey Osborne do what he's doing right now, because that car is definitely hurt. You can see he's walking sideways down the straightaway. Uh-oh, and your 2nd place runner is going to get into the wall. He's going to fall back there. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I'll tell you, it's been rough here.
He's not happy.
That's Josh Garlic. Boy, that started all the way back in 1 and 2 there. He kind of got into the wall on his own, and then Trey Osborne come up there and made a little more contact with him. And then the rest of the field was unfortunately there to kind of feed him to the Sharks.
Shark Week here. Everything's scratching up here as yellow flag still out here. Looking to see what's going on here. Tyler Ducharme, your race leader again. Justin Bolton is 2nd. Mason Hannigan's running in the 3rd spot. Trey Osborne running 4th. Tyler Chalk in 5th. Then JD Brown currently locking down the 6th spot. Gerlach, then you got Jake Erickson, Cody Welker, and then David Heileman, who is having some really rough luck right now. I'm not sure. It has Heileman right now in front of Mason Hannigan, so I'm not sure if that's where he's supposed to be. What's going on?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think that might be what the scores are working on right now. Looks like we're going to get the I-Race not flag green flag back out. Oh, Osborne going to get up on a berm down there. It looks like he's going to fall back to 6th. Oh, it's going to be tough for him to finish this thing out and get in. I know he's trying hard with it, hurt car, but right now he's falling to the clutches back there. His transfer spot really heating up.
Right now, JD Brown has that locked down there in the 6 spots. Heileman, it looks like it has Heileman scored down a lap. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But it's Tyler Ducharme, Justin Bolton, Mason Hannigan, and Tyler Chalk, and Trey Osborne, and J.D. Brown should be your top 6 unless something's a little bit different there with scoring and timing. But so far, those guys trying to punch their golden ticket into the A main. I think that's going to do it. I believe maybe check. Maybe not.
Yep, that's gonna be a wrap on your C main there.
Let's try to get a result here as the C main comes live here. We'll see what we got for C main 2. Because of no actual lap counting here for us tonight, we kind of flying solo here for the C main. Might as well go and hire us a full-time lap counter here for Full Velocity. Don't know if anybody wants to be a lap counter for us here. That would be great. You can come on in here. Yeah, it doesn't pay worth anything, but hey, if you want to come help out Justin Gladhill, myself, and Jack Truin, or Jack Truin, Justin Gladhill, myself, either way you want to put it, come on over, help us out for the lap count.
I don't need any help. I don't care what lap it is. I just got to show cars.
Yeah, we got to know what lap it is to propel it out there. So if you guys want to help us, hey, you're more than welcome to. Now we're just waiting here. So is Tyler Descharme? I guess David Heilman wasn't a lap down. He's going to finish up 2nd. 3rd is going to be Justin Bolton. Mason Hannigan's going to finish up 4th. Trey Osborne in 5th. And just waiting on that 6th place car, the final transfer, as they're trying to queue it up here, the scoring and time, and just want to give you guys the results here of who's going to transfer on in. Drum roll, Tyler Chalk. Going to move on. J.D. Brown 1 spot out. So tough break for J.D. Brown. I guess the rest of these guys going to go home or watch the rest of the race here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But before we get to the more racing action, we're going to go to another splash screen here and switch servers and make it on over to the B main. Hey guys, stay tuned and make sure you check back often here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Just to throw it out there, I believe we're going to be going to the pole shuffle next. It'll be the pole shuffle.
Yeah, pole shuffle.
Then the B main.
And welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank Rich Murtaugh and Beaver out there for the 1,000 stars, both apiece there. Appreciate all the star donations, and we now get locked and loaded for what they call the pole shuffle bracket here tonight. And gonna watch these guys come out on to the speedway and see what's going to happen with them. Justin Gledhill, explain to the fans what goes on with this.
So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to have a 3 to 4 lap race here it's going to be 3 cars in the first session, and we'll run either 3 to 4 laps depending on how many laps the admins have it set at here. The winner of that will move on to the next session, and he'll compete against the next 3 set of cars. And and it looks like we're only going to have 2. There's supposed to be 12 cars here, but unfortunately, I think a couple guys missed the call here.
Yeah, Joel Berkeley not here.
Yeah, Joel Berkeley's going to miss the call here, so it appears James Edens and Sean McFay will be in this first round here, and the winner of these 2 guys after this race will move on to the next round, and they'll have a 3 to 4 lap race there, and once again, the winner of that will move on to the next round. We got 4 rounds of this, and basically where you finish here, if you're eliminated, where you finish, that's where you're going to start the A main for tonight. So it's just a better way, or I guess a different way to set the lineup for your first 12 drivers of the A main. No qualifying, no pill draw, just gonna have to race your way in. Looks like we'll be going racing this time by. Maybe they're going to hold off one more lap. Maybe this time we'll be firing. As the Melton Medium Design, or excuse me, the iRace Night Flag green flag is out. Looks like McFay might be your early race leader, but Eden's going to come back around him. He's going to be the race leader right now. Going to lead lap number 1. Excuse me, I had that mixed up there. That's McFay leading this thing. Eden is right behind him. Complete lap number 2.
Now Eden's looking to the bottom there, Gledhill, trying to get around Mahaffey in that number 11K mission. Mahaffey right now is your leader with James Eden's right there, looking to the bottom of the speedway. Oh, he wheelies it, they make contact over there. Woo, I'm not sure who that was at the line. I think Mahaffey won that one.
Wow, that was definitely interesting there. The 2 leaders, or the 2 competitors got together. I believe they had come to the checkered flag that time. Gonna be interesting to see how the scores score that.
Yeah, waiting to see who they're going to call out for that one. So I believe since Joel Berkeley didn't show up, Berkeley going to start, should be starting 12th in the A main.
Yeah, Berkeley will start 12th in the A main, and I'm pretty sure Eden's going to start 11th now. McFay will have a chance to work his way all the way to the pole now. Even after that, he could still start on the pole for the feature here. But in this race, he should be starting 4th.
So Mahaffey, LB, Husavar, Akabar, can't pronounce him name. Husavar, right?
I think it's Hosavar.
Husavar.
It looks like Chase Cabray is going to miss this one. Don't think he made it in here.
Nope. Next one will transfer on, though. to shuffle number 2. So this should decide.
So right now it looks like Chase Cabray will be starting 10th. Third place in this race will start 9th. 8th place in this, or excuse me, second place in this race will start 8th. And the winner will move on to the next round.
Green flag is out. Have one, man. Adam Elby getting a whale of a start. I don't know if they're going to allow that start to go. Maybe they did. But he was slowing up there. Maybe just let these guys back in. There's that number 14 machine right now running second. Look at Mahaffey to the outside in that 11K. Now he switches it down to the bottom. He's trying to make his magic happen. Woo!
A little bit of contact there, McFay. McFay and Hocevar there getting together. Hocevar went around. The caution flag comes out. Right now, Elby is your leader. He probably didn't want to see this caution come out, that's for sure.
Yeah, so you got Elby and Mahaffey, and then those are in the number 14 machine. Those 3 cars left running out there. I know you guys got to have a favorite who you think is going to move on into the next part of the shuffle number 2, session number 2.
Boy, Todd, I just seen that you're calling him Mahaffey, and yeah, it definitely is Mahaffey. I kept calling him McFay there. Definitely Sean Mahaffey.
I didn't even notice, to be honest with you. I didn't know what you called him. Oh, gotta love all these weird names that we're not accustomed to. Appreciate everyone being real nice to us. I mean, if we're not saying your name correctly, hey, go ahead and say it to us and let us know.
Definitely reach out to us. We'll try to get it right. That's what we had to do with Hocevar the other night. I had to make sure I got his name right. We'll get the Iris back out. Mahaffey there going to jump around your race leader. Are they going to let that one go? No. No, they are not. He tried it, though. You can't blame him for trying. Going to be interesting to see, are they going to put him to the rear or... No, I think they're just going to do a restart here. Green flag is back out. Fire again. They'll be charging off into turn 1. Looks like it. Hocevar trying to get around Mahaffey. Oh, Mahaffey's off pace as he pulls it off. So, Mahaffey going to call it early there. He's starting in the 10th position.
Should be 9th, shouldn't it? 9th.
Yeah, 9th position, excuse me.
Looks like I think that's a checkered flag right there.
Yep.
Chase was supposed to be here, never showed up.
Yeah, that's right. That's what was throwing me off there. Chase was definitely supposed to be here and didn't show up, so he'll be starting 10th. Mahaffey will be starting 9th. It appears that Hocevar will start 8th, and we have 3 more cars entering in. It looks like Bryce Lucas, Logan Rumsey, and Cody Gray all falling into this here. Elby going to have to start in the 4th position on this one.
The winner of this will transfer on to take Cole Cabri, Hayden Cardwell, and Kendall Tucker on. So green flag is out here with the pull shuffle session number 2, the bracket number 2 part of that, and it is right now your race leader, the number 32 machine of Bryce Lucas, 41 of Logan Rumsey running in that second spot.
Rumsey trying everything he can to get around Bryce. Look to the outside of him. Is he going to be able to charge down? No, not quite yet. Tried the slider line, just not enough.
Yeah, that number 1 machine right now up to the 3rd spot. Number 1, Adam Albee, running 3rd, and is Rumsey trying so hard to get by him. Rumsey makes contact with the wall. Now Albee up to the 2nd spot. He's going to try to set sail here for that number 32 of Bryce Lucas.
Looks like that's going to do it. Bryce Lucas going to transfer on. Boy, he's going to have a shot to start here in the on the pole. Like we said, this is a little bit different, but this is how they do it at the Real Chili Bowl in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's how they're going to do it here. It's actually pretty cool to see the admins doing this. Definitely brings the excitement of, I guess, that feels more real. Looks like it's going to be Cole Cabrera, Hayden Cardwell, Kendall Tucker, and Bryce Lucas going to start 4th in this one. Is Bryce going to be able to get the pole, the iRacing I flag? Oh, a little early on the gun there. Trying to put some heat in the tires there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Cole Cabrera or Hayden Cardwell are going to start on the pole. It could be Kendall Tucker. A lot of Kendall Tucker fans out there. Appreciate that. Green flag is in the air. This is going to decide the top 4 of tonight's A-Main. And look at the number 7 of Hayden Cardwell to the outside, trying to make the magic happen up there. Kendall Tucker down to the inside of the Speed Lab. 00 machine side by side for the 2nd spot there with Hayden Cardwell.
Boy, Todd, they are definitely fighting hard there. All 3, the top 3 are all over one another. And you got to think maybe Bryce is just hanging back waiting for all 3 of them to get together. But he's going to have to do something quick because the lab's running out quick. We don't have many here to run. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to get the 2nd position right now. Boy, it looks like Cole's holding up the lead. Hayden's up there on the high side hustling, though, trying to get around the race leader. Oh, going to make contact. They're all going to make contact. This is what we're talking about. Look at this. Look at this.
Tons of contact going on there. Lots and lots of contact. I think Kendall Tucker getting around there. I don't know what they're going to do. I think that was a checkered flag, though.
That was the checkered flag.
Wow.
And we just seen it. Bryce Lucas going to be your pole sitter for the 2nd annual Ascot Chili Bowl. That's what we talked about. Was he just waiting for contact with the guys in front? And that's exactly what happened. Got up there and got around all of them.
So I guess we're going to take a brief pause. Again, guys, check back often here to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Guys, gals, all alike, check back here to the Full Velocity Racing Network and make sure you know that we're live here. We got 2 B-Mains coming your way next here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Then we'll move on to tonight's A-Main feature, but it'll be a few moments, so bear with us. And, hey, keep conversating on the chat box. Got any questions, concerns? Let us know out there in the Full Velocity Racing Network. See you soon. And we're back now with the Full Velocity Racing Network. This time we have the B mains in store for you. B main number 1 and a B main number 2 on the docket here. The final 12 spots, or final 7 spots, excuse me, will make their way on in to tonight's A main here tonight. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be barn burning. It's going to be, I don't know, all kinds of energetic here tonight as we get to the 55 lap Chili Bowl Nationals. But first, we have these two B mains in store for us here. Starting on the pole of B main number 1 is Brendan Rogers aboard car number 22. Is outside Alex Bergeron in the 12X. Inside row number 2 will be Rico Robles aboard car number 3 with the Phenom Drew Hopkins in the 157 rolling away fourth. Fifth starter sees Adam Hall aboard the 574 with Ethan Toder in that 23T starting in that 6th spot. Row number 4 sees Casey Brunson in the 010 and Dylan Thomas the Yardbird in the 03 in position number 8. Ninth starter sees Kenneth Drake aboard the 11D machine with Davin Cardwell to his outside in car number 70. Carter Chevier in the number 15 C machine will start inside of Dylan Schwabel in the 14S machine. The Brett Rolls number 17R, the Tennessee Tumbler, will roll off position number 13 with outside of him the Cameron Dance number 6 machine. 15th coming all the way from the E-Main, Brian Antonio in car number 46 with Eric Greco in the 8G. Colton Davis and Rylan Gray round out your 18 cars here for tonight's first B-Main 7 cars. We'll move on to tonight's $1,000 to win A-Main.
Boy, Todd, I'll tell you one guy I'm going to be watching is that Brian Antonio, man. It's going to be interesting to see if he can drive all the way from the 15th position to get up in that top 7. To lock his way into this A main. It'll be definitely exciting to see him do it if he does.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting to see if he's going to be able to do that and move on into the A main, coming all the way from that E main, and he won 2 of those events. Then he came into that D main. He won that. I should say he won the D main. Then he went into the C main and finished 3rd. So it's going to be interesting to see if that's what's going to happen here in this B main, if he's going to be able to take it down. Glad Hill, that's one guy to keep an eye out on for.
Like you said, he's got a long ways to go, but he's got enough time on the track. I'm sure he can do it. The Irish non-flag green flag is out. Charge off into turn 1. Looks like your race leader is going to be Brandon Rogers right now with the early race lead. Alex Bergeron in 2nd, Rico Robles in 3rd. Single file out about that top 6.
Oh!
Top 3rd and 4th are going to get together. Wow.
Yeah, Drew Hopkins gets into Rico Robles in that number 3 machine. They're able to keep it going. They stacked it up, but it was enough to bring out a yellow flag here. And it is going to be interesting to see if they're going to give those spots back. It looks like they're going to be able to do so here. So Brendan Rogers, your race leader, like I said, with Alex Bergeron in the CSI number 12X machine. Running in the 2nd spot, Drew Hopkins, the Phenom, was in 3rd. We'll see if they move him up ahead. But Rico Robles and him made some contact. But Robles now in the 4th spot. Adam Hall would be 5th. Casey Brunson would be 6th. And right now, your final transfer spot would be the 03 machine of Dylan Thomas. So we'll keep an eye out on these top 7 to try to make it into the $1,000 to win A-Main here tonight.
As the Irish non-flag green flags back out, Brendan Rogers still your race leader, charging off on a 1 and 2. Looks like Bergeron's going to be right on his bumper, trying to get around him, and not going to be able to do it yet, but charging down on the inside of 3 and 4, looking for an advantage. Not quite enough. Rogers still going to be your race leader. They're pretty much single filed out for your top 4 positions, but they're starting to get racy behind them.
And definitely starting to get real racy. Rico Robles right now trying to get down to the inside of Drew Hopkins. Hopkins right now holding on to the 3rd spot. Adam Hall in that number 74, running in the 5th spot with Casey Brunson now down to the inside, side by side. The Mildred Media Design number 010 now moves up to the 5th spot there, but yellow flag going to come back out. Going to restack and repack the field here for B-Main number 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, Todd, I've been keeping an eye on our friend Brian Antonio back there, and unfortunately, he's just not moving up like he probably wished he could have. Still stuck back there in that 15th position. Had a bit of a rough start, I seen. Kind of jumped the berm down there, but just not able to make the moves that he's wanted to. And got him mirrored back there in the back of the pack. Still got a few laps left though. Try to get up there in that top 7. That's all he needs to do. Green flag is back out. Brennan Rogers still your race leader, charging off into turn 1. Looks like Bergeron's going to get a little bit better run coming off of 2 on the bottom side, looking for a place to go. Is he going to be able to do anything with him out of 3 and 4? Not quite enough. Rogers still going to be your leader. Bergeron is trying everything he can, trying to chase down the leader. He wants to win this B main, that's for sure. But they're starting to get racy right back there for the 7th position.
Yellow flag to fly again.
Caution flags are definitely. Oh no! And there's the buck. There's where the buck stops for our bud Brian Antonio. Looks like he's going to get on the side. He's going to give us 2 points for an exit though. So tough break though. He definitely had a heck of a run tonight. His way all the way up to the E main, almost got full off that alphabet soup, just not quite enough. Got to end it here for him in the B main, which you definitely got to give him a round of applause for what he's been able to do tonight. The only guy to eat just about the whole bowl of the soup.
Yeah, he almost went all the way through it, and that's a tough break there for Brian Antonio. Now going to have to go all the way back, to his hauler and long trip home, and hopefully he'll be back here next year. And all lessons learned, lessons aside for Brian Antonio. See what he's got next year in the third annual Chili Bowl here, presented by ASCORS. This green flag comes out here over B main and number 1. At number 20 of Brendan Rogers still leading here with Alex Bergeron second, Drew Hopkins third. Here comes Rico Robles to the outside in car number 3, going side by side with the big horn number 157 of Drew Hopkins. Robles now moving in and powering him on the outside, moves into that 3rd spot as Drew Hopkins drops back to 4th. Casey Brunson currently running that 5th spot.
And Brunson just being steady back there, just wants to make sure he can make his way in. Is starting to get a little racy back there again for the transfer spot right now too. I believe that's Toder. Ethan Toder is your 7th position runner right now. But he can't quit holding his breath quite yet, because they are ready to knock on the door and pounce on him if he makes a mistake, that's for sure.
You don't want to make too many mistakes. Ryland Gray starting to make his way up to the field too. Right now currently running in the 10th spot, trying to make some headway here with Dylan Thomas and Devin Cardwell. Ethan Toder right now running in the 7th spot. Still has these guys covered, but there's some cars right directly behind him, and Dylan Thomas and Devin Cardwell. Those guys teammates. Here comes Ryland Gray now. Gray now up to the outside there, moves into the 9th spot, and he sets his sights now on Devin Cardwell.
It's going to be interesting to see what teammates are going to do here with Devin Cardwell. Is he going to throw a little slide job there to get around his teammate? Definitely want to make it into the show, but let's see how that all pans out as we're winding this one down quick.
You're not sure what lap we're on. Again, flying solo here for the B mains. Nobody's giving us lap counts here, so we're going to do this best by the seat of our pants here, like we always do here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. As Brendan Rogers still leading over Alex Bergeron, Rico Robles running in 3rd. Those guys pretty much gapped. Same way with Drew Hopkins. Casey Brunson pretty comfortable in that 5th spot. 6th is Adam Hall. Ethan Toder right now holding on to the 7th and final transfer spot. As Devin Cardwell looking for a way around his teammate. Oh man, he has to let out of it. Here comes that 06 machine of Ryland Gray. He's now into the fray. Gray not wasting any time there, trying to make his way up through.
He's going to get around Cardwell. What's he going to be able to do with Toder? Is he going to be able to get around him? Going to be interesting to see. Throws it down there on the bottom of 3 and 4, getting a run, not quite enough. Going to have to charge down here in 1 and 2, but I tell you what, Bergeron is right there in the mix too of falling back out of this thing. He can't up. Looks like Gray's going to get around Toter. He's going to be in a transfer spot. Oh, look at that contact. Contact there. Wow. That
Not
is
so sure about that one there.
okay.
Yeah, it looked
That
pretty.
was actually at the end of it there.
Oh, okay. Maybe it looked intentional because he wanted to take him up to the wall because he passed him.
It looks like Rylan Gray is going to be your 7th place finisher there. He's going to be the last to transfer in. As right now we got Brennan Rogers, Alex Bergeron, Rico Roble, Drew Hopkins, Casey Brunson, Adam Hall, and just to double check, we'll see official timing and scoring here for the 7th position is going to be Rylan Gray. He's going to be your last to transfer in out of the B main.
Yeah, that's tough there. We don't know when the end of it is there, so man, you know, people pile in. We do that too ourselves. We pile in after the checker flag. And it's tough when you're not knowing what the lap you're on, where these guys are going to be at. But I know Casey Brunson looks like he made his way on into that A main. That's pretty good for Casey. That's going to be one of the bigger shows that he's been a part of, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's excited. We're going to get your lineup here for B main number 2. Looks like sitting on a pole is going to be 333 of Evan Say. His outside is going to be the 19 of Eddie Hartley. Trent Gossley in the 4 cars start 3rd. Chase Howard in the 50 is going to start 4th. Jimmy Mills in the 40 will be your 5th place. And to his outside will be Dylan Hauser in a triple deuce. 7th position to be the 67K of Jonathan Schaefer. To his outside is going to be Zach Novak in the 15. Alex Rupert in the 5R will be 9th. Matt Dixon will be in the 96 car starting 10th. Austin Yarborough, Steven Smith will make up row number 6. Row number 7 will be Tyler Descharme and David Hellman. Row number 8 will be made up of Justin Bolton and Mason Hannigan, excuse me. And your last row will be Trey Osborne and Tyler Clark, excuse me. Tyler Chalk, that is. Well, I'm going to get these names right eventually, folks. Bear with me here.
Yeah, that's the way it always happens. Seems to happen to. Got to say a big hello to everyone out there in the chat box. We got Dan out there going for Trent Gosley in the 4AU. Gavin Daly was saying dang to our little commentary, thinking maybe that was a lot of contact going on there, maybe some different things going on, but it wasn't. It was after the checkered flag. I know Rich Murtaugh out there pretty strong. Appreciate you. Jack Hoyer was out there too for Rylan Gray to the front. Brian Gray making it into the A main as the green flag comes out over B main number 2.
Yeah, we've actually got a few laps in here. I'll tell you what, they are beating and banging one another back there for about 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. All over one another as one car is going to get turned there. Wow, they're going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Looks like Zach Novak got turned there. Real unfortunate for him. He was up there in the transfer spot. Kept it going. Going to be interesting to see where they put him back to. Here back to about the 13th position, it appears. Going to have a long ways to go to get back up to that top 7. It appears we're going to be going back green flag racing this time by, and there it is. The green flag is back out.
As I would say your race leader there. Sorry about that, Glenville. I know you were trying to throw it to me there. Eddie Hartley right now with Jimmy Mullins. Mullins down to the inside. Hartley makes a mistake over there. I think there's some contact over there. Not sure if it's enough for a yellow flag, but man, there was a lot of banging around going there.
Yeah, they've been beating and banging this whole race here, and it's kind of interesting to see how they've been able to keep it going. Right now, boy, Evan Say is really checked out. He's got this thing hooked up. Jimmy Mullis in 2nd there. Chase Howard third. And they are out there. Looks like they're going to be running comfortably right now, it appears. Trying to get our scoring in right here. So trying to see who's going here. I haven't say definitely checked out there. Second place runner right now, Jimmy Mullis there. He's got a lot of pressure from Jonathan Schaefer all over his back door, but I don't think them two want to do anything crazy. They know they're both in it, just want to finish where they are. It looks like pretty smart on their behalf. Everything we've been seeing going on tonight. As the Miller medium design caution flag is going to come back out. Novak, no, that was Hannigan. Buddy Hannigan, who made it in from the C main. Looks like he's going to be involved in that. Made a hold of contact, got turn around there. Going to be able to keep it going, but make the night a little bit rougher for him trying to transfer into this thing.
Yeah, all these cars will go on the outside row here in the A main for the lineup here. So 7 more cars will transfer on, but all of them going to be the outside row here from 12th on back to 24th. These guys get locked and loaded. Going to see who's going to complete the 7 tickets, the 7 golden tickets into the A main here at the Chili Bowl National, second annual here for ASCORS. Can't wait to see what the 24 car lineup going to be. There's a lot of heavy hitters. They had to come from the C to the B main. I know one of them not took his car home early. Dylan Hauser didn't even try to attempt here in the B main number 2. So Hauser taking his ride home early. Must have been some terminal issues before he could even get out on the track. So tough break for him. Brian Antonio, our feel-good story here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, from the E main to the B main. His night ended in the B main. So, man, it's just so many stories here tonight.
Speaking of feel-good stories, is he like the Bills of the Chili Bowl, or?
No, the Bills might actually get.
Wow! Did you really go there?
Like I said, if the Buffalo Bills beat Kansas City, they will win the Super Bowl.
And to take a little shot there, my team, of course, out of it early, made an early exit in the playoffs, so got to take the shots when I can.
You were part of it when they were called the Aints.
You're staying corrected on that one. I was definitely had a brown paper bag myself.
So you know what hard times is. At least we were ready to talk about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we went back racing, and we're right back under the caution flag one more time here. And if you want to see some wrecking, go look at the transfer spot. They are doing everything but racing, that's for sure. Definitely some hard slide jobs thrown, and there's going to be some hurt feelings and torn up parts at the end of this one.
Yeah. Especially when you get down into that A main. I mean, look at have you seen the payout? The payout is really, really good.
Yeah, definitely a really good payout from front to back. That's
and as long as you make that A main, you get your money back that you spent here earlier. So your payout: race winner 1,000, second is 500, third is 350, fourth 225, fifth 125, sixth 100, 75 to 7th and 8th place respectively. 9th place is 50, 10th is 50, 11th is 50, 12th is 50, and then 35 on back from 13th to 24th.
Yeah, like you said, just making an A main, you know you made your money back, so it's kind of one of those deals now. It's time to go make some money. No matter where you start, you got a shot, that's for sure. As it looks like we're going to have the green flag come back out for Evan Seas. He's going to charge off into turn 1. which as your race leader, still really no pressure from behind. He's just kind of able to check out from the field when we go back green. But they are definitely starting to battle again here. Caution flag's gonna go back out.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of trouble here trying to get this B main number 2 going. A lot of yellow flags here, and just slowing these guys back down. And I'm not sure who was involved in that one.
Have you heard the good news?
What's the good news?
Our buddy Phil has, of course, escaped from the nursing home. I don't know if it's escaped or they just let him go. One way or another, though, and he has sent word down to us. He has said, if the Bills win the Super Bowl, he will call another race.
Oh God! Sorry, Todd, but they gotta lose now.
Now it looks like we're all gonna have to go sabotage the Super Bowl if they go.
No, the Bills can't lose. If they go to the Super Bowl, they can't lose again. That's just the way it's going to be. If they beat Kansas City, they beat last year's champion. They have a good thing. I'm nothing against the Green Bay. Nothing against Green Bay. I really think Green Bay's stout. I think it's going to be a good game with Green Bay and Tampa Bay too. So we'll see the Battle of the Bays, as they call it. But we'll see Tom Brady at the helm of the Tampa Bay next. So green flag's back out. Let's get back to some racing.
Sure is. Right now, once again, like we've said this whole race long, Evan Say is your race leader, just checking out from the field, starting to really battle back here for the 6th position. Right now, I believe Justin Bolton is in 7th. He is in the show, but doesn't want to be on the bubble. He's trying to get around Chase Howard, doing everything he can. Looks like they're both kind of able to. Well, as the Melder Median Design caution flag is going to come back out one more time. Tell you, it's you know, your race leader definitely doesn't want to see any of these cautions because it just gives more opportunity for the guys in 2nd place, you know, 2nd and 3rd on back to really try some bold move down there on them and maybe cost both of them a spot in the A main.
Rico's having a good conversation out in the chat, as we're just enlightening everything. He's pretty good, Rico. Pretty good. UMP modifieds. He thought they were UMP modifieds. No, it's not. It's not. Rico was just out there, qualified his way into the A main. He's gonna at least get his money back. So now he's having a little bit of fun out in our chat box.
Well, when oh my lord, Alex Rupert was in the 7th position, and he has just gave us a turtle hunter caution.
Oh.
The flag's gonna come back out. Looks like he's gonna be done for sure. That is unfortunate for him.
Oof. That's tough. As Evan say, your race leader with Jimmy Mullen running in 2nd, Trent Gosling running in the 3rd spot, Tyler Ducharme, Chase Howard, Justin Bolton, and Austin Yarborough running in the 7th spot. As Austin right now holding on to the final transfer spot. Hartley right there knocking on the door in that number 19 machine. As Trey Osborne and Zach Novak in the number 10 machine, their 15 machine has made his way back up through. So put Novak into the fray.
Yeah, Novak's trying to charge up there and do something. He's running out of time quickly, though. And
oh, lots of contact in front.
Well, I think that might have been it, though.
That was. Man, they got to stop doing that to us. We need a lap counter. So that's going to do it here for the B main. We have 24 cars setting on here for the A main. We'll try to find somebody to score us here for the A main, and hopefully we'll be back at Full Velocity Racing Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, it has become that time here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. The guys, the stars, and the cars here of the ASCORS Second Annual Chili Bowl Nationals have now started to line up, and we're going to go through our A-Main starting lineup here. Starting on the pole, driving the number 32 machine, that will be Bryce Lucas to his outside, driving the 71C. That's Cole Cabri.
Row number 2, starting on the inside, it'll be the 00 car. That's Kendall Tucker. And to his outside is going to be the 7 car of Hayden Cardwell.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting spot, driving the number 74, that will be Adam Elby. And his dancing partner outside, driving the number 41, that's Logan Rumsey.
Cody Gray is going to have the lucky number 7 starting position in an 04 car, and Carson Hosevar will be in the 14 BC, starting in the 8th position.
Starting in the 9th starting spot, driving the 11K, that's Sean Mahaffey. And outside of him, driving the number 52, that's James Edens.
Brandon Rogers in the 20 car will be starting 11th, and to the outside of him will be the 333 of Evan C, starting 12th.
No. Hold on just a second, folks. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
Well, this is JD Laird. He's the admin of the race. He's not even racing.
Yeah.
Probably gonna do like a 3 wide salute or something, I guess.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. Looks like JD Lair may be the pace car. I think that maybe that's what's going to go on here. We're going to make sure here. Let's we take a breath here, take a moment, take a step back.
Yeah, well, no, he just wanted everybody to stop in a certain spot.
Okay, so he wanted everybody to stop at a certain spot. They're going to get back out there onto the field. So sorry about that, folks. So let's go back through the starting lineup here for tonight's Chili Bowl Nationals. The main lineup, like you said, Bryce Lucas in the 32 starts on the pole. Outside of him will be the 71C of Cole Capri.
Kendall Tucker in that double O car will be starting third, and in fourth position will be the number 7 car of Hayden Cardwell.
Adam Elby, the number 74, rolls off position number 5 with Logan Rumsey in the 41 in position 6.
Cody Gray being the 04 car starting 7th. To do his outside, it's going to be Carson Hosevar in the 14 BC.
Fifth row sees Sean McCaffrey aboard the 11K, and James Eaton's in that number 52, rolling off position number 10.
Brennan Rogers will be starting in the 11th spot in the 20 car, and to his outside is going to be the 333 of Evan C. starting 12th.
Alex Bergeron in the 12X machine going to roll off position number 13 with James Mullins in the number 40, rolling off 14th.
Rico Robles in the number 3 car will be starting 15th, and to his outside is going to be Jonathan Schaefer in the 67K.
Drew Hopkins in the 157, the Phenom rolling off position number 17, and 18th will be Trent Gosley aboard the car number 4.
Starting in the 19th position is going to be Casey Brunson in Milner Median Designs 010 car. And to his outside is going to be Tyler Darsham in the 25D. The Charmer.
He had 21st position driving the 574 machine. That will be Adam Holland to his outside, driving the number 50. That's Chase Howard.
Last row is going to be made up of Rylan Gray in the 06 car starting 23rd, and to his outside is going to be the 10 car of Justin Bolton in that starting shotgun on the field.
So 24 cars strong out here lining up onto the field. You can see all the cars lined up over here into the corner. Just looking at everybody as they're lining up onto the field, getting their calls to where they're actually going to start. So cars still lining up. I think that's Rylan Gray now going out onto the speedway. That would be the 23rd starter. And 24th should be Justin Bolton coming out. He's already out there. So looks like all the cars out onto the field. So they're going to begin to roll here for the main 55 laps will be the distance. $1,000 on the line here tonight to win the second annual ASCORS Chili Bowl Nationals here with $1,000, $500 for second, $350 for third, $225 for fourth, and fifth place will be $125. The rest are all up and down through there. You're at least going to get your money back here tonight. If you've made your way into the A main, but heck, you want that $1,000. I wouldn't want to go home with less than $1,000 if I was especially starting in the front 5 rows there. As again, it's Bryce Lucas, it's Cole Capri, your front row, the Diggs, the number 71 to the outside as we get ready. Green flag comes out. The Chili Bowl Nationals underway.
That was Bryce Lucas going to charge off as your early race leader down on the 1 and 2. Cole Capri and Kendall Tucker charging real hard, trying to get around him, just not quite enough. Bryce Lucas going to lead lap number 1. Cole Cabrera looking to his inside, or that's Kendall Tucker looking to the inside, trying to get around on him. Not quite enough, but maybe over here in 3 and 4s, it looks like Kendall Tucker might be a race leader. At the line, it's going to be Lucas still as your race leader, but Kendall Tucker has now got the run on him on the back straightaway.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker slides up in front, takes over the race lead from Bryce Lucas. Lucas drops back to the second spot. Here comes Hayden Cardwell, but Lucas back down to the inside, side by side for the race lead once again. Down to turn number 3, Kendall Tucker and him make a little bit of contact. Hayden Cardwell jumps in the grave, and Cardwell now goes to the bottom.
Now they're going to be 3 wide over there battling. Looks like Hayden Cardwell going to take the race lead here. Bryce Lucas still trying to hang on, trying to get back up around him. Cardwell is your leader at the line. Tucker in third. Cabrera has fell back to 4th. Boy, the top 3 are really having a heck of a run here. Second place, second and third, side by side, trying to chase down the race leader Hayden Cardwell as he's trying to check out over in 1 and 2.
Hayden Cardwell right now in that Tinder number 7, leading down to 3 and 4, but yellow flag going to fly here for the first time in the A main to see who caused that one, see what happened there to bring out the very first yellow flag here of the evening.
It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happened there. I think the car just got turned sideways there. I don't think anybody's taken out of this.
So good racing up front so far. We've had some 3 wide racing, some double racing back through the pack. I should say double. Yeah, side by side racing, double. Yeah, where am I talking about double? I don't know where that's coming out of tonight, but
It's been a long night, buddy, so I'm right there with you.
yeah, I should have had one of my favorite beverages tonight. A couple of them, 1 or 2. I see Stephen Calavoda out there. I almost called him Stefan. Wow. I guess I should drink a little bit more often. Kathy out there saying, let's go, Kendall Tucker, as we get ready to go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. Loud pedal, hammer down. That number 7 of hand, Aiden Cardwell leads the charge down to turn number 1. Bryce Lucas running in second, Kendall Tucker in third. And that's Speed Labs 00 machine. Going Ray running in the 4th spot. 5th is Logan Rumsey.
Right now, it looks like Hardwell's able to check out from your second place runner, Bryce Lucas, just a little bit. Got about a 3 or 4 car length advantage on him as the track's starting to move to the high side quickly like it normally does here. Going to throw the slider line over in 1 and 2, slide up to that cushion in 3, or on the exit of 2 there, trying to get a good run coming off at the back straight.
Yeah, that number 7 machine of Hayden Cardwell down, just definitely trying to pull away from Bryce Lucas. Kendall Tucker running in the 3rd spot. 4th is Joel 3. Logan Rumsey still in the 5th spot. Adam Albee running in 6th with Cody Drain running in the 7th spot. And good Sean McCaffey in a good battle there with Evan Say. Say looking down to the inside of McCaffey. McCaffey drives in pretty deep. Here comes Say down to the inside, along with Alex Bergeron and James Eaton's right there into the fray.
Yeah, right now it looks like the field's starting to string out just a little bit. All pretty much single file, but I tell you what, Aiden Carwell's starting to quickly chase down the back of the pack. Going to get into lap traffic here pretty soon. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what he can do to get around the field. Is he going to be able to hold off Bryce Lucas and Kendall Tucker and Cole Cabrera back behind him?
As it seems like these guys pretty much gapping one another so far here early on in the going at the Chili Bowl. As teams, these guys staying off each other, is just watching these guys go at it, racing for, looks like a spot right around Logan Rumsey there. Rumsey there for a minute. It looked like Adam Albee was going to be able to get underneath him. He's trying to get that run out in the bottom of the speedway, but right now it doesn't seem like the Ford bite on the bottom as of now. But Albee just can't get anything going.
Tell you what, Hayden Cardwell is checked out kind of from your second place runner there. Is now Bryce Lucas going to start running the bottom over there in 3 and 4, trying to search around the track just a little bit, trying to get a little bite, trying to chase down the race leader. But Cardwell is really catching the back of this pack pretty quick, and he's going to have to start fighting with them quick because they're all running just about the same line. Seems to be about one dominant lane around here right now in the early stages of this race. Yeah, everybody's running it, even if you're in the back.
And he's going to put some good cars down the lap. I mean, these guys are all pretty quick here in their own right. Justin Bolton right now there is, it looks like yellow flag going to fly, and I think something happened maybe to McCaffey. I keep seeing McCaffey blink in and out. Maybe not. Okay, the number 4, Jimmy.
Jimmy Mullis there, unfortunately, going to get turned over in his bid for the Chili Bowl there. Looks like he got down there on that berm and just rolled the car over. We see it time and time again. But if you hit it wrong, these cars seem to be pretty top heavy and they'll roll right on over. Going to unfortunately end his bid for the 2nd annual ASCORS Chili Bowl here. But you know, you can hang your hat on, at least you made the show. Have a better idea for next year. Maybe what to do, and definitely want to miss that berm next year.
Yeah, I want to stay away from it. He gets his money back at least. That's the unfortunate thing. But the number 7 of Hayden Cardwell, your race leader, folks, in that Tinder number 7 machine. Bryce Lucas running in that 2nd spot in car number 32. Kendall Tucker in a solid third spot in that Speed Labs 00 machine. And Cole Capri in the D1 or the Diggs machine, the Diggs setups. Definitely right there running in the fourth spot. Logan Rumsey running in fifth. Six is Adam Albee. Cody Gray running in seventh. Evan Say. Alex Bergeron, James Edens. As the green flag comes back out, and Hayden Cardwell leads the charge.
Hayden Cardwell still going to be a race leader, but Kendall Tucker going to look the inside of Bryce Lucas there for the second position. Is he going to be able to do something coming off of four? Going to get the run. Looks like he's going to have second place there at the line. Is he going to be able to hold him off? Definitely is going to hold him off on a back straightaway as Lucas gets a heck of a run coming off the top shelf of a 1 and 2. Still not quite enough to get the run back around Tucker, as Tucker's going to be your second place runner now. What's he going to be able to do with Hayden Cardwell? Will he chase him down and battle him for the lead?
And Kendall Tucker running in that second spot. Third is Greg Lucas. And then you have Cole Cabre running in the fourth spot. Now looking down to the inside to himself, trying to make some headway on that number 32 machine. Logan Rumsey right there knocking on the door. Same way with that number 1 of Adam Albee. Don't count him out. He's now looking down to the inside of Rumsey. He gets up on the apron just a little bit. No momentum there for that number 1 machine to get by the 41 for now. But let's see if he's going to be able to do it again. But yellow flag going to come back out. And slow these guys back down and restack them.
It's going to be Adam Hall there involved in this one. Looks like a car in front of him got up in the wall and checked up. Hall had nowhere to go, really. It might have been Rico. Yeah, it was Rico that got to the wall. Boy, Adam just had nowhere to go, got up on him, and he's a leaner, and that'll give us another 2 points. I think we have lost count over this weekend of just how many points we have for the leaners and the turtles.
And quite a few.
Maybe next year we'll have us a counter up on the stream and we can all keep count together, folks.
So hopefully we want to let everybody know here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thanks for tuning in here, and make sure you hit up that chat box. Let us know who you're cheering for out there. We know we see some Kendall Tucker fans out there. Who else you're cheering for? I also seen I see Go Hayden from Matt Trace out there. So let's see some other guys. Who are you picking to win this Chili Bowl here tonight? Let us know here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, and we'll pick here in a couple more stints here of green flag laps here. I think we'll make our picks the very next yellow flag that comes out there of who we think is going to win here. But I mean, man, we've had a lot of racing here this whole week. It started on Wednesday, and then moved to Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. They've had a long, long night from the E main all the way to the A main here tonight. And it's going to be, it's going to be precious to win one of these races. It's got to be very, very precious here, especially $1,000 going to be able to come home with. Here as we get locked and loaded for the green flag off of turn number 4. iRacing I flag, green flag in the air. And Hayden Cardwell in that number 7 machine leading the charge down into turn 1 with Kendall Tucker in position number 2.
And Cardwell got a real good start there and was able to check out second place a little bit, but Tucker's really starting to chase him back down. The track's starting to move back down towards the bottom, and I think that's what Tucker's been waiting on, because the car seems to be faster on the bottom than the top, that's for sure.
Yeah, Tucker right now just kind of laying in the weeds right now and waiting here and making maybe Cardwell to make a mistake. Bryce Lucas running in that third spot. Cole Bree running in fourth. Logan Rumsey running in the fifth spot. So this guy's pretty much staying single file, trying to make some headway through the field. And just log off laps right now. But you don't want to wait too long. It's only 55 laps.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you don't want to burn it up too quick, but you ain't got a whole lot of time to waste before you have to really get on it. Tires are pretty soft and they go away, but you got to really stay there with the leader, as Tucker is really doing it. He's really starting to pressure Cardwell now. Going to be interesting to see how he's going to try to get around him as they have both migrated to the bottom of the track.
Answering the question out there to the chat box. It is 55 green flag laps. The ticker is not correct on the lap count either. And we were supposed to have some guy, one of the admins actually letting us know what lap is out there. We have not got any contact. I just actually got contact to see if I wanted laps there. So definitely no laps so far. I'm going to see if we can get some lap counts for you guys. We're sorry about that. It's miscommunication between ourselves and the admins go on here, but we have some great racing here. Hayden Cardwell, Kendall Tucker has really caught him now in that Tinder machine. We'll see if Tucker can do anything with it.
Gonna have to see when is Tucker gonna try to make the move, because we might not know exactly what lap we're on, but I can tell you we're getting close to the end of this thing, that's for sure. Tucker's starting to give that chrome horn up there to Cardwell. He's gonna have to give it a little bit more. Doesn't want to do too much. Don't want to spin the guy out, that's for sure. You want to battle hard and try to get around him clean or the right way. This track is really coming in at the bottom, and it's starting to get racy. It's starting to get real fast down there on the bottom. So right now these guys are turning over just a little over 11 seconds a lap, and now we see Tucker go to the high side trying to get some momentum up. Is he going to be able to do anything with Cardwell down in the one? Not quite yet. Might have to set that one up for the next 2 or 3 laps, trying to make it work. Cardwell's starting to pull off the bottom just a little bit, coming off of 3 and 4 there. It'll be interesting to see, is Tucker going to be able to do anything with it? But they're starting to slowly chase down lap traffic too, and that could be a factor in the end of this thing for both the race leaders.
Yeah, I agree with you. That could be the great equalizer for the race leaders too. Who's going to get through traffic a little bit better? Who's going to roll over for some of the leaders, and who's not going to roll over for the leaders? They're fighting for position too. I almost willing to bet. I mean, I know when I was fighting for positions and the leaders were coming up on me, I wasn't going to give up and just roll over because I didn't want to lose the spot, even though it might have been only $5 or $10. Here tonight, it's nothing. Towards the back there, it's $35 there from 13th on back. So. But you still want to finish higher than your closest competitors. So we'll see what's going to happen here with lap traffic. Is Kendall Tucker all over Hayden Cardwell like a cheap suit down the back straightaway?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Cardwell makes one little bobble, Tucker is going to be all over him to pounce on it and take the race lead, as they are really inching closer here to the back half of the field there. And it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. Probably in the next lap or two, they're going to be starting to pass some of these cars. As we do have a car out there, it looks like to be blinking there.
That makes it really tough too, blinking in and out there. That's unfortunate. Tom Mahaffey out of this event now. He's gone too in that 11K machine. Had such a good run over the last couple of nights now. Out of the event here in that 11K machine. Going to finish up. It looks to be right around, 21st position, so tough break for him.
Yeah, I actually think it was McAfee there that was blinking. And the admins just felt it was probably better for him to go ahead and park it, call it a night. Wasn't moving up any, so no harm, no foul, I guess. Sucks that's the way that his Chili Bowl is going to come to an end. Kind of part of sim racing, though.
They're just waiting to see what this lap traffic is going to do to maybe Hayden Cardwell and the 00 of Kendall Tucker. And these guys all run in the bottom too, just like your race leaders. So, I mean, they're going to make it really, really difficult for them. Hey, if the race leader messes up, that might just move them right back into the thick of things too, because this track is so short. Cars all the way around the track right now is Hayden Cardwell all over the rear bumper there. Trying to get around, it just can't quite get around lap traffic yet.
Yeah, you see Tucker starting to go to the outside there of 3 and 4. Is that going to be how he gets around him? Looks like Cardwell's going to slide up there in 3 and 4. Tucker almost got underneath him. Just not quite enough. Boy, I'll tell you, if Cardwell does that too many times, Tucker's definitely going to bounce on him. You know these laps are winding down. You know both of them know it. And it's go time. I mean, there is no time left to wait. Car spinning right in front of your leaders there.
That's Casey Brunson.
Casey Brunson in the Miller Medium Design 010 machine there going around, and it looked like he went over too.
Yeah, his night's all done.
Tough way to end it there. Good thing for your leaders they weren't involved, but it was close.
Hopefully get an update on the laps.
Here's what I'm being told is we might possibly be on lap 52.
And we're saying, did I see 23?
Yeah, I'm gonna. The green flag is back out. Boy, Cardwell is gonna jump on the gas early there and try to get away from Tucker. They're gonna let that one go there. What's Tucker gonna be able to do? And is this one coming down to the end? We might be on the popsicle sticks right here. This could be the white flag, folks. I hate to keep us all in suspense, but you're right there with us.
As they come down through here, and JR out there saying they had 72 laps. That should be what you're thinking there, Glad Health. That's right. Aiden Cardwell going to take down the victory here with Kendall Tucker for 2 and Bryce Lucas for the 3rd spot. Yep, definitely going to be. So, heck, look at that. What a race. Good race.
That was it. Aiden Cardwell was able to hold off the hard charging Kendall Tucker there. Boy, I really thought, you know, if I was going to make a pick, that's who I was going to pick there coming down towards the end, what we were seeing out of him. Just unfortunately, when that caution come out, it kind of ended his run there. Didn't really have enough laps to make it up.
All right, well, we'll take a brief pause and hopefully get some guys over here to interview the top 3 here for the Chili Bowl Nationals, ASCORS Chili Bowl Nationals, and we'll be back at you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And welcome back here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. We're going to make our way on down into BladeNote.com victory lane. I think Gledhill already ran down and caught up with tonight's 3rd place finisher here of the evening.
Yeah, I'm down here with your 3rd place runner. It looks like Bryce Lucas was your 3rd place runner there. Bryce, man, looked like maybe early in the run you might had something, but the car may have kind of went away there towards the end. Tell us about the race though, man.
At the beginning, we were just trying to get out early in the lead because I knew it was going to be whoever can get in the lead first was going to win it. And then towards the end, we just lost drive and everything.
Yeah, the track kind of started to lock down there, went to the top side and went back to the bottom, and it looks like maybe the car started to lose it there towards the end, but man, still a heck of a run. I mean, 3rd place is nothing to hang your hat on, upset about. You know, it's in this star-studded field, a 3rd place run is always a good run, though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Bryce, I'm sure you got a lot of people out there that you like to thank, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the microphone and let you take it away.
Lineman Motorsports, Evo Fuel Injection, Hyper Racing, Capital Custom Trailers, Big Red Truck Wash. That's it.
All right, folks. Well, that's going to be your 3rd place finisher, the number 32 car of Bryce Lucas. So I'm going to walk on down here and get up with our 2nd place finisher, Kendall. Man, let me tell you there, for those last 15 or so laps before that last caution, I can't lie, you were starting to be my pick. Boy, you were all over Hayden, and I really thought you were going to be able to get around him there, especially when y'all got the lap traffic.
Yeah, we definitely had the car to win that race right there. I still gonna be kicking myself over that one. You know, I got to the lead there early at the beginning of the race. I went to the slider line about 2 or 3 laps too early. That's how we got past once we got to the lead. But I think if we could have got out front, you know, and held on to it and stuck the bottom like I should have. I think we probably could have held on to that one right there. That was the main objective. If I could have got out front, you know, while the track was still multi groove, I thought I could have held him off. But you know, I pretty much threw that one away right there. But we had a good car. You know, we was right there over on Hayden. that whole race. Just would have liked to have seen it stay green. Definitely didn't need to see that restart because I was I was trying to set him up. Kept trying to run that top and in 3 and 4, but there was just nothing left up there. So I was just hoping he was going to miss the bottom at some point. I wasn't really trying to push the issue. It was just too many laps to go, and looking back, I probably should have maybe been a little more aggressive. While we was in lap traffic at the time, because we don't really get in lap traffic much or stay there long when we do. So, but second, it's not bad. Just hey, we let that one go.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, it looked like you were one of the first to find the bottom to make it work, and he started to chase down Hayden when he had that pretty sizable lead down there, and it seemed like you found the bottom, and then the caution came out, and I think Hayden had picked up on it and just went down there and started running the two, and it becomes one lane there.
Yeah, after that little, we had a little green flag around there at the beginning, another race, but by around lap 20, we was already back to the bottom. The top kind of already died off there. But luckily we was able to get around second at the time, while it was still multi-groove, and we ran down Hayden right there. Now there was a couple restarts, but just best chance to get him there was probably in lap traffic, hoping for a mistake, because I tried to go up to the top, but like I said, there was just nothing left up there, unfortunately. But we'll take it, and hopefully it's a lot better than what we ran last year for sure. Definitely didn't expect to run this good. I mean, I thought we could be competitive, but to pick up a prelim win like we did, and to come home second in the big show, it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. But we're all going for that win, so it's tough, whenever you have a good chance to win it and you let one go like that. But hopefully they put on the races next year, and we'll be back.
All right, Kendall. Well, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of people on that car that you got to thank, so I'll give you the microphone one last time and let you take it away.
Yeah, just gotta thank all my guys at Swindle Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport for all the help this week, man. It was a fun event for sure. It was a long one, but to simulate the Chili Bowl, for one side of the year, it's not that bad, running for this type of money, especially. So I had a blast for sure. I just gotta thank everybody that helps me. K1 Race Gear, Bear Archery, Swindle Speed Lab, all the guys over there, like I said, for everything, and thanks to Demo Performance, and thanks to JD Laird and all the guys for the league, and shout out to my family, back home. Miss you guys, and hopefully next year, like I said, they'll put this put the event on, and we'll be one spot better.
All right, folks, that's going to be your second place finisher. That's the double O car of Kendall Tucker. I think Too Tall Todd Stanton has made his way down there to BladeNo.com Victory Lane to get up with your race winner. Have you got down there, Todd?
I've slowly made my way down here. Got through all the traffic and everything down here to get to Hayden Cardwell, taking down the big win here at the second annual ASCORS Chili Bowl Nationals. Hey, man, $1,000 richer by the end of the night here tonight, Hayden, and able to hold off Kendall Tucker there at the end of that one, man. Tell us about that race.
Yeah, kind of, was kicking myself and felt really bad for what I did in the pole shuffle there. Just kind of took out 3 cars and, it kind of mixed everybody up. I rolled off fourth there. Bryce and Cole, they got the, better luck out of that deal in the pole shuffle, and they rolled off the front row there. And I seen Kendall got to the lead, and then they started going at it, and kind of just got to the lead as fast as I could there, and was able just to, whenever the bottom came in and whenever it just rubbered up down there and locked down. We didn't have the best car out there. Yeah, I think Kendall was a little bit better, but as long as we didn't mess up, I didn't feel like he was going to have anywhere to go.
Yeah, mistake-free racing is what it's all about here at the Chili Bowl, especially when it gets locked down to the bottom here. And tonight you were able to do that here tonight, Hayden. And definitely a good race there with Kendall. Kendall's kicking himself in the rear, leaving that door wide open and letting you get by there in the early portion of that.
Yeah, for sure. I think at the beginning of these races, everybody's just trying to get to the lead as fast as they can and kind of just watch the racetrack. So, he drove a hell of a races too, as well. So, props to him for not making it easy.
All right, Hayden, before I let you go, give you that microphone one last time. I know you got a lot of people you'd like to thank out there. Here's the microphone. Take it. Your floor is all yours.
I just saw the guys on Slick Sun Sport that puts in the hard work. Wouldn't be able to do without him. Swindell Speed Lab for all they do. Kevin, he does a lot for us, and you guys for the broadcast. JD and everybody that puts any hand in to make this show go around. It's not easy, and props to them for you guys just sticking it out all week. Couldn't do it without you. And I got to think a big, huge shout out to Logan Rumsey. He had this thing dialed in tonight and setting in victory lane. So yeah, really thankful here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here tonight, the second annual ASCORS Chili Bowl Nationals. It's Hayden Cardwell taking down the victory here. And man, a fantastic race. It kind of got locked down to the bottom towards the end of that one, Justin. And Kendall kicking himself in the rear for letting that go early in the race. Man, lap traffic playing some roles, but Kendall Tucker could never recover and get by Hayden Cardwell. But Hayden taking down the big win here, taking $1,000 home here this evening.
Yeah, well, this was definitely a star-studded field, and like we talked about from the get-go, just about anybody could have probably won this race, and it was definitely some good racing that we saw out there. It was kind of wish it would have stayed green there, but that's part of racing at the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, definitely part of racing and everything else. We want to thank JD Lair and everybody over here at ASCORS for making us have a home over here for the 4 days. I want to thank those guys for letting us be here and being laid back there, even though we lost our score towards the end of this one here this week. But definitely appreciate those guys having us jump aboard here. Kind of a last-minute ordeal between ourselves and ASCORS there. Getting asked just the night before, get this deal together and hurry up. Hopefully, maybe next year they give it a little bit of time if they do it, and then they get a hold of us. We'll make sure that we really throw this one out of the water. I want to thank all the fans out there for the star donations, everything you guys have done for us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Next race will not be until Monday night, the Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro and Super Late Model. So until then, we're going to sign off for the evening. Good night, folks.